opinion. You know, it's as a lot of you know by now, we lost Ginger Baker today at 80 years old. He had been sick for quite a while. I mean, I'd seen updates on Facebook about it or whatnot. Well, he passed away today. And I saw the news on Facebook this morning. You know, thanks to Jimmy K and That Metal Voice, you know, who posted it. And on the other side, artillery guitarist and founding member Morten Stutzer passed away at the age of 57. And artillery, I was a little late getting into artillery. I didn't get into artillery till like 2012 or so. I mean, I'd kind of known about them, but never like really gave their music a chance until I bought a CD of theirs. And I really loved the CD. I thought the playing on it was excellent. And I'm like, how did I miss this band all those years? And you know, back to Ginger Baker here for a minute. You know, the founding member of Cream, you know, along with Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, and, you know, etc. There wouldn't be heavy metal music if it wasn't for Cream. Cream was like one of the earliest examples of what heavy metal would be. You know, and Ginger Baker had a very unique drum style for the time that definitely influenced pretty much anybody out there that's into heavy metal or hard rock or, you know, different genres of metal, you know, even proto metal like in the early 70s with bands like Uriah Heep, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, you know. So yeah, I mean, with songs like Sunshine of Your Love, White Room, you know, those songs were like predecessors to what heavy metal would become. You know, with the distorted bass, the heavy riffs for the time, and just the different approach compared to your typical 60s British pop at the time, you know. So yeah, Ginger Baker's definitely going to be missed in the music world, man. Especially in a time where we really need a new generation of musicians, you know. Because, you know, let's face it, what's out now, as far as mainstream goes, like I've said before, it's not good. But anyways, we're going to talk about the artillery guitarist here quick now, before I end this stream. Like I said, I got into artillery pretty late. I've heard all their albums. I think all their albums are freaking fantastic. Even their comeback albums. You know, like this one right here, which is what I'm playing in the background. Penalty of Deception. This would have been their 2015 album. I still got to get their newest one. Now, originally, you know, Morten started out as the bassist for Artillery and played bass on the first two Artillery albums. You know, Fear of Tomorrow, the iconic debut, one of the most underrated thrash metal albums in my opinion, and the second album, Terror Squad. He played bass and switched over to guitar then, starting with By Inheritance. You could tell going into By Inheritance, they had a different sound and a different approach. You got like Egyptian style influences in there, you know, you got more melody when it comes to the guitar playing. And yeah, you know, Morten Stutzer was an amazing rhythm guitar player, and it's a shame a lot more people don't know about Artillery. You know, and I'm hoping this video will make people check out Artillery if you don't know who Artillery is. But they've become one of my favorite thrash metal bands over the last 7 to 8 years. You know, Just a tremendous band, you know, and a very underrated guitar player. The guy could play. One of the best thrash metal guitar players, in my opinion. I mean, you got the big memorable riffs, the great harmonic guitar solos, that Egyptian influence, like I said. Yeah, Artillery was just a great band. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this stream. I just figured, I'd do a little tribute. And thanks to Ginger Baker and Morten Stutzer for all the influences.